Reaction. YouTube, man. We got another reaction, but this one is a little bit different. Girlfriend, or this man's girlfriend getting pregnant, and then possibly her family murdered him. So this is gonna be kind of intriguing. But let's get.
You're making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again.
In March of 2022, Albuquerque police are dispatched downtown to an alley behind Lindy's Diner, where witnesses describe.
Wait, where's this at?
Any of them ever again.
I'm sorry, my bad.
In March of 2022, Albuquerque police are dispatched downtown to an alley behind Lindy's Diner,
I know that's a
where
city.
witnesses describe a disturbing scene to the responding officers. Around 11:20 a.m., two young men are preparing for what appears to be a fist fight when suddenly gunshots ring out. One man lays bloodied on the pavement, and another stands across from him.
Damn, what the fuck?
But he isn't holding a gun. Before anyone can act, he flees. That's when witnesses realize he isn't alone.
Did you hear anything? No, so I was walking back, and I got food like a few blocks over that way at Joe's, I think it's called. Yeah, I didn't hear anything, but I saw people running.
Okay, so you saw, I'm going to start from the beginning with me.
Okay, so I'm walking down Central towards my residence here.
So you're heading east on Central?
Yep.
Okay.
I get to the corner right there. There's about 5 or 6 people running. One of them is in like a high school graduation gown. All but one of them run into this high school. He turns around, runs back to the alley, gets in a silver Altima, and takes off down the street.
Could you tell, was it a newer model Altima, older?
Older, probably pre-2010.
And what did he look like?
So he was maybe a light-skinned black male. Yeah, pretty fair skin though, and he had a beard. Yeah.
So you said that a group of the 5 or 6 kind of looked like they were in graduation gowns, or how old did they look?
One was in a graduation gown. The rest looked like they may have been like family.
Okay.
And they all ran into there.
Okay.
I saw
Bro, what the fuck just happened? I'm so confused because what's going on?
A graduation gown, it was blue. And there was a group of people over here out of a car. I saw another guy backed in, like I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. And I was driving in circles because this is a rental car and I can't park it back here. And I'm looking for parking on the street, so I've just been circling and I noticed some weird activity and I just had this.
It be windy as heck, bro. We in Chicago?
Get shot because there were just weird people back here, and I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot, he was over here talking to some girl, and last minute I saw him over there. I turned the corner, and then all of a sudden I went back this way, and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road, so then I came back over here and parked, and he was down. Okay. And that was
just hang out right here by this car, okay?
What?
As the victim's body lies in the alleyway, investigators gather as much evidence as they can.
Let's start blocking it off.
So far, they know the perpetrator is likely a high school student.
Yeah.
And the murder might have been a family affair.
A family affair is crazy. How did they figure that out so fast? I never even know. All he said was just a cap and gown.
She's seen a group of kids with cap and gowns on.
Yeah.
Only one.
It was one kid with a cap and
Just felt
gown.
like something was going to happen.
I knew something was wrong.
It just didn't look right.
It didn't feel right because I live here, and there's.
Where were you at in your room, or you just were down there?
That's a rental car.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to look for parking. I can't park it back here because I'll tow it. I was looking for parking on the streets. And
17 or 15 tons?
people were back here. There was a all golden Nissan. And then another gold car. I'm not sure what kind of car it was, but it looked older. And it looked like younger kids in the car. And they were walking around this area. And then this kid for sure was over here because I don't know if he threw out the trash or something. He was wearing an apron, so he must be at work. And I don't know. I just saw him over here talking to someone, and I circled around this way in front of Central.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I didn't come back through. So I was circling around, and I just had a weird feeling. I was like, something's gonna happen, and I heard a shot. So then I came back.
You heard one shot?
Just one.
One shot?
I don't think she realized how lucky she was, but all these group of people,
Scrambling
whatever.
around, they were running.
This situation just really weird, bro. None of this seem right, bro. No cap. None of this.
The apron on the victim tells investigators that he's likely an employee at the nearby diner.
Just real quickly, I kind of spoke to that.
Are we serious?
So my understanding is you guys didn't actually witness anything.
No.
But you do have some information on our victim here. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I just, he was at work. He was at work, and then he hadn't been around for, 20 minutes, a half an hour and stuff, and I went looking for him. Like, where is he? Because he'll, sometimes he sends him to the store or to go make a delivery someplace and stuff, So I thought, did he go make a delivery? Like, we were ready to open back here, and he's supposed to be going back and forth. He, does dishes, but we're trying to train him to do some of this stuff back here. And it was like, that's his MO. He always just disappears.
And so you guys are both employees here?
No, we own the restaurant.
You guys own the restaurant. Okay, my apologies. Will you guys be here for a little while?
Like, what's a little while?
I don't have a time frame, but maybe an hour?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If I can, just get your information right now, and then as we make the rounds, I'm just trying to establish how many people we need to talk to. As soon as I have that list together and over to my supervisor, then we'll start coming back and actually speaking.
My daughter knows the girl, and she's the one that called my daughter back. And I went outside to look for Jay because I thought I saw the police cars come and stuff, and I thought, oh, he's back there just trying to see what's going on.
All right. So look, I'm gonna interject myself a little bit. Look, for the cases I've been watching, not a lot of them make me feel weird in my chest. This is one of the cases that really make me feel weird deep down. I don't know what it is, but bro, it feels so disturbing and disgusting. You can't just shake that shit off, bro. Like, you can't. Like, even if you wanted to, for real, you cannot shake it off.
And she caught me and said, it was Jay. It was Jay that got shot back there.
Okay, so that's
friend.
is Jay?
Yeah, well, it's not Jay. They call him Jay. It's Jesus.
His name was Josue Ruiz, but the staff at the diner knew him as Jay. He was 16 years old, a high school student just a couple of years shy of graduating and entering adulthood.
Bro, what?
Somebody has got to
Wait, okay, hold on. What? Bro, like, it's so crazy when you growing up and you see something where it's about somebody, like, around your age, bro, and it's like, whoa. Like, that could be me. But growing up, as time go on, you get more accustomed to it. But just still, like, seeing it, bro, is different, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
With his grandfather.
Okay, his grandfather?
Yeah.
He works at where?
Johnny
Urbana?
Montoya. He works at... They live over here at... He took the kid in. I mean, I think they're close. I don't know.
Terry, is that something that you could coordinate with them on? Okay.
I mean, I'm sure the apartment knows how to get a hold of. He must have some work information.
Do you guys have
and
any
stuff.
in case of emergency form?
No.
Okay, that's okay. So
No,
you
the
said
kid
that-
just started working.
Yeah, no,
there.
that's cool.
He just started working
Ruiz's
there.
grandfather, Johnny Montoya,
That's
is a
crazy.
regular at Lindy's Diner.
Bro, what?
Law enforcement meets him outside the entrance and asks to speak with him.
So I don't know if anybody's told you this, and I was trying to see if you already knew. Obviously, Josue, is that how you say it? Yeah. Josue's passed on. So that's what we're here for. Is we're here to try to figure out what happened and try to do the best we can by Josue. He's your grandson, is that correct? Okay. Do you know where his parents? Sure. Yeah, we'll just let. So, like I said, those other detectives will be in touch with you. Are you going to hang out here at Mickey's?
I'll be right here. He was involved with something, but I could never get the truth from him.
I just dropped so many things. It was crazy. I dropped like 5 controllers. I just dropped so much stuff. My bad. Back to me.
Yeah. What can I do?
So he was hiding shit from his grandpa. Obviously, that didn't turn out
I don't
really
know.
well.
He just seemed like such a good kid. He seemed like a good kid that had, gone astray.
Hey, Carol. Jay is dead. Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened, but I'll Jay was killed. Okay, let me talk to you in a while, okay?
Oh my God, John.
Now that detectives have identified the victim as Josue Ruiz and informed his
That's
family
crazy
of
as
his death,
fuck.
they can put their full efforts and focus into finding his killer.
Really crazy.
Thanks, Jackie.
This is why I'll
At the
never
school
understand
near the
why
scene
people
of the
just
shooting,
brag about
investigators
death or
locate
killings or
two
whatever, bro.
families
Like,
who were in
at
the
the end of
alley
the
when
day,
the
it's still
gun was
somebody
fired.
hurting, whether if you like the person or not.
Two separate
And some of y'all would rather
families that are
somebody
each
not
interview
rot
right
in
now,
jail but be
both
killed, bro. That shit's crazy.
Saw someone get shot and they were pretty shaken up. I'm not certain if they know who it was or not. Or
Granted, there are some fates
I think
worse
there
than
was
death,
one
bro,
officer
but
when I was back there
that
last
shit's
that was
crazy.
one of the deputies.
It's really crazy.
Go back.
Yeah, we'll head back. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What we got? It's a hospital or something?
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
This ain't the time for congratulations, nigga.
Oh yeah. So this is one family over here, and then the other family's in there. So I didn't let them know they'd be detained or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Cool. Thanks so much, man.
No problem. One of the gentlemen's in the bathroom now.
What's that?
One of the guys is in the bathroom.
Which?
This family.
Okay, so we'll start in here. Thank you. Hello, guys. Hi there. My name's Connor Coleman. I'm a detective with the Albuquerque Police Department. And yeah, this is my partner. We just kind of wanted to talk to you about what happened today. I'm just going to take a seat. That's okay.
Real quick, before we kind of continue, were you all together?
Yeah.
Where were you guys at exactly?
We were all
Opening our doors to the car.
Yeah.
So you were in the vehicle together?
Yeah, we were outside. When we heard the gunshot, we were outside, and we were opening the doors to get him.
But the thing is, bro, all of this is moving so fast. Seriously, I cannot grasp or understand what's going on. I cannot get a good description of what's really going on or what really happened. I already know that a 60-year-old kid was murdered in March of 2022 in Albuquerque. I almost said Mexico. Am I tripping? That's Mexico? I don't assume. But that shit's weird though. Like, everything about the case so far just seems weird. It seems,
In the car when we heard the loud.
Were you leaving from here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you happen to come to school here? Yeah.
Oh, this is school.
17? And your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we actually talk to you two separately, and then I can maybe talk to you?
Yeah.
Vice versa, I can talk to them if you want to. Are you sister or?
That's my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, daughter and son.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we'll just go and separate you guys.
Okay.
The detectives separate the family members to get individual accounts of what happened.
Understandable.
Do a quick interview back here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome.
They hope that one of the witnesses will be able to help identify the young male suspect who other witnesses described.
Yeah, basically everything happened so fast. I didn't know to get in the car, run to school, so I got in the car just to.
He was literally working. He was working. Like, what? I'm so confused. What's going on?
We couldn't get the stroller in the car, undo it fast enough, so I just ran in here to the school.
So you went, you kind of went to the vehicle at first, just for a little shelter.
Yeah.
And then you couldn't get the stroller situated.
Yeah, I couldn't get the stroller in, so I just ran into the school and get there.
With the rest of your family?
Yeah, we all ran.
Okay.
So I was opening it, my door's open, I hear the gunshot go off, I see the birds, and I just get in the car and close the door.
So how long after that? Because I understand you guys eventually came inside.
Maybe less than 15 seconds. It was around 15 seconds. It was just, do we leave? Should we just try to get out as fast as possible, or would staying here be the safer option? So that was it really, but once we saw everyone was going to the school, that's when we went.
And I just remember all of us, when we heard the gunshot, I panicked, I got her. And I was just looking around me, and they were it looked like they were running to the school first, and I just heard someone yell, someone's dead over there, and then I still had her, and I looked, and I just seen the guy, I think in my room, laying on the floor, and then the car zoomed. At this point, I'm getting sorry. I had already been in the car. At this point, I'm running back to the school, and that's when the car that shot from just zoomed past us.
Okay.
And cut the person off in the main street.
Can you describe the vehicle for me?
It looked like a pretty dated sedan. I'm pretty sure it was tan.
Look like a 4-door, 2-door?
4-door.
When you say dated, what do you?
It was a pretty. Definitely wasn't a 2000 make. I wouldn't say it. It looked a bit older. Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Without any leads on the perpetrator, detectives start searching for one thing every witness account has in common: a gold car. Meanwhile, Montoya is still waiting with law enforcement outside the diner. That's where he gives investigators some insight into what was happening in his grandson's life at the time he was killed.
Yeah, over there at my apartment. And,
his girlfriend's at your apartment right now?
Yeah, he called me this morning and told me, hey, you're going to be a great grandpa, is what he told me. So.
No kidding. Who's his girlfriend?
Elizabeth, I think it's Maldonado.
She's at your apartment?
That boy just told his grandpa straight up, like, you about to be a great grandpa. I'm pretty sure there's like at least a little bit of a rebuttal, right? Like, it has to be. Like, I'm excited to be a great grandpa, but you shouldn't be out here fucking that early, boy. What's up with you? But, okay, you know.
Right now, yeah.
Is there anybody else over there?
No.
Investigators wonder if a teen pregnancy could have been a heavy enough stressor for someone to snap or shoot.
I'm at the apartment.
The only way for detectives to find out is to head to Montoya's apartment and talk to the mom-to-be, Elizabeth Baldonado.
Where is...
She's in here.
Hi, Elizabeth? Yeah? Can we talk to you about your decision?
Like, bro, this is so heavy, bro. Oh, damn. Because, bro, you gotta think, like, a lot of the time you really just gotta sit back and think. This person was really, she just lost the father of her child. There's no getting him back. It's not like he's in prison. He could come out, hopefully, or whatever. He's gone for the rest of, like, he's gone. He's never gonna be able to be in that baby girl or baby boy's life ever. And it's just her. And that's the only memories that she has of him. You know, who know what happened? Like, yeah, they would have broke up, whatever. Don't matter at that point because y'all have a child together. She lost him. Like,
Do you mind if we come in here? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not gonna shut it all the way. I'm just gonna pull it shut just a little bit.
How are you?
Not good.
Not good? No.
Did he already tell you?
Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss. And again, I don't know if he told you that.
Do you have a picture of Josue?
Yeah, I have several pictures.
Yeah, can I see them?
That picture was a few months ago. Right now, his hair is a little longer.
Okay.
that's probably why it's kind of heavy because it's
Baldonado's
literally his
mother
age,
suddenly
bro. He
appears
was like
inside
16.
the apartment. As
16,
one detective
15.
speaks to her mom outside the door,
One of
Detective
the
Anna
nice people
sees what
you
she
ever
can
meet,
learn
bro.
from
That boy was
Ruiza's
cool.
girlfriend.
I wouldn't know what to tell you, honestly.
Understandable.
Okay, so let's start with today. What'd you guys do today? He took a shower at like 8 o'clock. He was getting ready to go to work at 10. He left around 9:50 something. I was making appointments today because we found out that I am pregnant.
Today? Today? Whoa. Whoa. Life's so fucked up, bro.
He told me to. Well, he was texting me still until at least around 12 o'clock. And then he stopped answering me for a few hours. And he was.
Premium, y'all niggas gonna have to hold these ads with me. Matter of fact, hold the L. Oh, let's flick up. Oh, I don't know. That's a game. Never mind, bro. I was.
Pull up tomorrow morning at 8. My snap got deleted, and I ain't got anyone I can call.
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much.
Bro, like, come on, bro. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If y'all in relationships and, like, they sibling or their parents don't like you, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Throw that shit away. I'm just keeping it butt with you. Because at that point, bro, it's just nothing that you can really do.
Younger brother? Your younger brother? What's his name? Angelo.
When investigators see releases messages from March 3rd, the day before the fight was supposed to take place, they discover something shocking. It wasn't Ruiz or Baldonado's 16-year-old brother, Angelo Baldonado, planning the fight. According to the messages, Baldonado's mom, 49-year-old Elizabeth...
What the fuck? So the mother of dog... You're planning a fight between your son and basically your son-in-law. Why are you trying to put a rift in between the two when they already be bumping heads so often? If anything, you as a mother should be protective enough and be like, okay, y'all might not, whatever, blah, 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 blah. If y'all don't want to go y'all separate ways, that's fine. But in my house, I want y'all to at least attempt to be friendly. Every other mother that say the opposite or some shit, bro, I don't know about that one, gang. But y'all, dog, hey, bro, I don't know about that, bro. This is crazy.
He's
we only 20 minutes in. She ain't been almost 30. Why the fuck are you a 49-year-old woman and you trying to build?
Talk to Angelo
this is between teenagers.
Was it true that his own mother had planned for him to box his sister's boyfriend?
That just blew me.
Angelo Baldonado was working that evening at Slapfish Restaurant in Uptown
New Mexico.
About a 10-minute drive.
When I said Mexico earlier, I was talking about New Mexico. I was not talking about.
But according to him and his sister, he didn't have his own car to take him there. Luckily, his mom had been able to help him get around in her car, a 4-door sedan. Angelo tells detectives that he was going to box Ruiz for allegedly hitting his sister. But ultimately, the fight never took place. Instead, he claims he spent much of his day with his mom, who happens to appear at Slapfish and interrupts the interview, claiming he's a minor and doesn't need to speak with police. By this time, police have spoken to Chavez briefly at Montoya's apartment.
Bruh.
She had mentioned that her car, a gold Toyota, happened to break down that morning. After a full day of witness interviews, detectives wonder if that really is the case, or if there could be a more sinister reason Chavez might have abandoned her vehicle.
This bitch got her daughter's boyfriend killed, bro. I might be jumping to conclusions, but look, this don't sound right. It don't look right. It don't smell right. You feel me? Nah.
Elizabeth, so I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? Why? Just because I have some more detailed questions I want to ask, and I want to make sure that you understand your rights.
I may not want to answer no questions I don't understand.
So I have more questions about your car.
Okay.
But I can't ask them without reading you your rights, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? Okay. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that? You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning now or in the future. Do you understand that? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that? If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand that?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. I have some more questions about your car, okay? Because the car is not where you're saying you left it at. Okay?
Somebody stole my car.
That's why I'm talking to you. I want to know.
So I have to call my car was stolen.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not. Okay, so if you don't tell me who crashed your car, it's your car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
Okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
What Marlon said,
And did you
white
leave it on the
chicks,
side
bro.
of the road right next to you?
I'm sorry.
From what's it called, Wyoming, and Moon is where my house is, in between those streets.
Okay.
And Pennsylvania's a ways.
Okay, so it's not right by your house.
No.
Okay. So talking to your daughter, talking to mom.
Okay.
Nobody has a problem with Jay other than.
But my son said he wouldn't, and then they were gone, and I was with them today.
I almost said something crazy. That's the reason I'm saying that. But look. So basically, they went on a hit. They went on a drill. With one another because they said, "Oh, I was with him today." Blah blah blah. So, you killed your daughter's boyfriend. There is no other golden sedan other than yours, nigga. Boy, if that was license plates right, boy. If they had that license plate, boy, I ain't gonna say cheese, nigga. Say cheese, boy, cause your ass would have been backed off. That shit crazy, Mo. Because you said your car broke down. I highly doubt that. Your car did not break down, man.
Yes.
They went to the laundromat.
Also, what I wanted to say is the fact that I did not see the dad. We haven't heard nothing from the dad at all at any point in time this whole time.
Correct.
Which is kind of
Between
crazy.
the hours of 1:37 and 2:20, I was gone at the laundromat.
But that's not when the murder happened, man. The murder happened at 11:20 a.m. in New Mexico, Albuquerque. What you was doing an hour or two later had nothing to interfere with what happened or transpired earlier within that day. Stop trying to act innocent. You're not innocent, man.
Alone. I got dropped off from Big Sabrina. My children, all the boys, they were all still at home. None of them left.
Okay.
They're not allowed to leave the house unless they have permission, because I need to know where they're going.
Okay. So then if they were home, because you said you were on your way over here, right? When your car broke down. That was what you told me.
Yes, between 9 and 10 in the morning.
You were on your way over here.
Mm-hmm.
By yourself.
I'm by myself, yes.
Okay.
And
So then
still at the house.
Okay. So then when I find video surveillance
Hold on.
from the incident.
Okay. But you have to give me a moment.
Okay.
My son had an interview at 9 o'clock, and we were over at the Whataburger over there, Cottonwood or whatever. So it had to have been after 10, between 10 and 10:30 perhaps. I left the house shortly after I had spoke to Elizabeth. And I never made it.
Let's backtrack now. So you're saying it broke down. I left my car there. We've
And I'm I just don't know the streets
up and down. I know. We've been driving up and down trying to find your car. We've called in, checked to see if it was towed. It has not been towed. And again.
So then where's my car?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know where your car is.
So, did you shoot Jay?
No, I didn't. No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no. I have no reason to do anything.
Okay, so then you leave your car, right?
She might not have been the one to shoot him, but you could tell by the look at her face and how her demeanor changed, bro. She freezing up too much, boy. Y'all niggas ain't seeing it, though. See, I'm a real detective. I'm playing. I'm not a detective. But, she is moving. But, I mean, anybody in the situation will probably move kind of off, but the way she's doing it is different.
Takes you to the laundromat. At 2:20, you come back. And then, obviously, all this is going on, right?
I'm sorry, please don't go any big time, just a little bit.
Bitch, what? How?
And again, I am recording. I am gonna remind you that there is video surveillance footage in that alley. I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for, and I mean, it might be ready. I don't know, because I've been here interviewing everybody, but I do have officers there trying to pull the video surveillance. So I am gonna find out what happened, being that you bring up your car and it matches the description that I was given.
Absolutely.
What do you mean?
There was witnesses.
There were witnesses
there's
around the
witnesses
scene.
in the area. There's a school there. I don't know if you know that.
I was not there.
Okay, but I'm telling you, your car was.
She said, they on my ass. They got me. Stupid ass.
So these are all the cameras that are recording at two systems, a digital and an analog. The analog sucks, so just a fair warning.
Perfect.
I'm so glad I didn't say nothing yet.
Back in the downtown area where the shooting took place, investigators are already comparing witness statements with security footage.
Not
that
the
captured
ignorance, but
Chavez's
just me
car
twirling,
speeding
bro.
away.
Like, I almost said something.
Once the shot happens, the people loading the vehicle will react. So it's the individual walks the vehicle and somewhere right here.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
Is this Victor? It almost looks like a Toyota. Can we rewind this?
It can also slow down as well.
The footage matches investigators' timeline, witness statements, and timestamps from messages between the soon-to-be parents.
Oh! Oh, you could see him. I think that was him. I think I seen him. I ain't gonna lie. If you watch the video, you could look. It's at the top of the screen, bro. That's crazy.
Ruiz. The only thing not adding up is the story detectives are getting from Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez.
So again, right now,
Elizabeth Ortiz
because you're telling me you left the house around this time,
Chavez.
And between 9:58, that phone call, until 1:37. Hear me out. Between
I was home though.
Okay.
She freezing up, gang. I'm telling. Boy, look at me dead in my eyes.
Again. I can't.
That nigga Mark blow me, bro. He's so stupid, bro. He's so goofy. He said, "Look me in my eyes, Leland."
Because again, I'm telling you, based on your demeanor, I think you know what happened, and I know it's your car.
She know, mommy.
And I need to confirm it on video surveillance.
I hope you do, because I'm like lost right now.
Without the confession or any physical evidence tying Chavez herself to the scene, detectives have no choice but to walk away and gather more information before an arrest can be made.
Absolutely.
In the weeks following the shooting, Albuquerque PD obtains warrants for multiple cell phones, including Angelo Baldonado's, and reads through thousands of messages. They're also able to track Angelo's phone to the alley at the exact time Josue was murdered. And some of the messages between Ruiz and his girlfriend lead investigators to believe the plan was always that Angelo Baldonado would bring more than his fists to the alley that day.
Are you still gonna fight them?
Yes. That's not changing. I prefer not tomorrow because my hands are up and I have to work. But oh well, they're gonna act all cocky right now, and that's gonna f them over.
I know.
They better not jump me because I'm having Darnie come and watch, just in case. It's one of the only people I'm with that can beat my too.
I don't know who that is.
Donovan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so better hope they don't pull no.
I'll be there too.
Why?
Because I don't want anything like they pull a gun out.
That's why he's there.
I don't care. I'm going.
Elizabeth Baldonado's statement about the potential involvement of a gun leads investigators to question if she knew more than she's letting on.
She
On March
definitely, bro, here's the thing, Skip. Bro, look. Bro, she definitely knew more, but she didn't want to spew everything because at the end of the day, that's her family. The mother is obviously lying. I feel like that's the most easiest, blatant one to tell. The son, you are willing to sacrifice your daughter's happiness because you don't like somebody. And I hope he didn't put his hands on her, you know. Hope she speaks out about that and defend herself however, which way she can. But, bro, like...
23rd, they bring her downtown for a formal interview.
Understandable.
I just think it's interesting, and I'm gonna tell you. Maybe you don't know. Maybe they have kept you in the blue. But I'm gonna tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. He used your mom's car to go to McDonald's and Anthony. So obviously, somebody's lying. And again, the reason why I'm sitting here asking you more questions is because you seemed a little more innocent and oblivious to things, but based off of your phone and the conversations I have been able to see, you know, when I brought up who owns guns, you're like, nobody does. When your little niece was like, oh, yeah, they do. You and your mom were like, no, nobody owns guns. Well, guess what? In your phone, you're talking about guns. And who has guns? You're also talking about...
No.
There's also a conversation that you ask Josue if he wants to buy drugs off of for him to sell.
I ain't know, like I'm kind of stuck, but I ain't gonna lie. Niggas out here selling. It ain't just weed either. Them niggas said drugs, crack, meth, all that kind of stuff, bro. That's how we move this, bro. To top everything off, like no jokes aside, to top it all off, we over here doing this, fucking up each other, and then she knew more about what she was leading on, probably because everything of the situation was probably too pressable, because she's probably in doubt, because she's probably dealing with too many emotions. I highly doubt that she went on and got her boyfriend set up. I highly doubt that though. But like she knew much more. She knew much more that she was leading on. Talking about selling drugs, who got guns, oh, he bringing this, he bringing that. Da, da, da. You knew something, bro. Like you know something, and you wasn't moving the right way, bro. You wasn't. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
And I'm not making that up. It's from your phone, and I know
it's in there. I know.
I know Josue bought a gun, and that gun disappeared.
He didn't buy a gun.
Yes, he did.
When?
It's on your phone messages.
I'm stupid as fuck. I'm over here checking my pockets for my phone. I'm like, damn, I lost my phone. My phone is right here. I'm looking at my cell phone stream just to make sure the chat all right, bro. I'm such a dickhead, bro.
He didn't buy a gun. He didn't even take a gun.
Okay, well, what are the odds that I see that he gets a Glock, and I'd have to look at your phone to give the specifics of the gun. He says he got a Glock, and then The gun disappears. He asks you where it is. You tell him it's under the mattress or in between the wall. And he says it's not here.
Woo.
And you're like, it has to be there. And he's like, well, it's not here. It's missing.
Woo.
That's from your phone.
No.
Niggas moving dangerous, boy. What that boy Boston Richie said. Niggas moving dangerous out here, boy. I ain't gonna lie, niggas moving dangerous.
Any of that. He
Niggas
never
dangerous.
told me he had a gun. Ever. He told me he was going to get one, yes, but he never told me he had a gun.
Okay, so what went missing?
Yeah, what am I missing?
What are you talking about? What missing?
Literally, after he says he's gonna get that gun that day, you guys start talking about something missing.
Detectives.
This is the last bra you will ever buy.
This right here is a supportive comfort wireless shaping bra from
Yo, I thought she was finna lift her titties. Oh.
Baldonado could try to protect her mom and
Oh,
her
she
brother.
breaking down. This
They
guy
circle
is-
back to the fight, but she isn't budging on her story.
You made it seem like Josue, Jay, is the one that planned the whole fighting with.
He wanted to fight.
Right.
He wanted to do it.
He reaches out to you, asks you to ask your mom. So then you ask your mom, and your mom sets it up.
No, actually, he called after he asked.
Okay,
If
but
you
you
look
called
at
your
if you look at the messages, actually, he asks, and I.
Maybe she did say, "You're pregnant with this man's child, bro. I hope that you did not set him up, cause this is crazy."
I don't remember what I tell him, but then he calls and
Right,
he asks my
but
mom.
you helped him set it up.
No, I didn't. I did not, because I would not want them to fight.
Okay.
I hate fighting as it is.
Okay. So, all right. So then he tells you, you're like, yep, reach out to my mom. Then your mom sets up the fight.
They did. Both of them. Not me or my mom. You are.
You don't have to be upset with me. It's things I'm seeing on
You're
the phone.
making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again.
Elizabeth Baldonado, who turned 18 days before the interview at the police station, at one time seemed willing to cooperate with investigators to find her
Yeah,
boyfriend's
she don't even
killer.
seem like,
Now,
bro. This she's like a whole different bitch, bro. Like, what the fuck? Hold on, nigga. Like, the nigga talking to you, you got pressed because you realized that they feel like them niggas had your ass on that trunk. Boy, that's the problem. They had your ass in cooperation. They had your ass talking about drugs and shit, twin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get tweaked up and shit. But real, what the fuck, bro? No, bro. Like, how you get mad? How you getting mad, bro? She actually trying to learn more about what happened and the situation behind it. She's not trying to attack you. She's not trying to antagonize you. She's not trying to pull on you. She's just literally asking you questions and from what she's seen in her point of view of the messages. All you have to do is rebuttal the statements or revoke them. There's nothing wrong with just somebody asking you questions and they not trying to antagonize you. Like she's not doing none of that shit. So that's why I'm kind of confused and I'm like led astray because none of it makes sense, bro. None of it do. If you have that much of a fucking problem, bro, just relax, bro. Damn.
detectives aren't so sure. What they do know is that the phone records place Elizabeth Baldonado's brother Angelo at the scene of the crime when the shooting took place.
Like, bro, that's all you needed to know.
Realize, Elizabeth, that somebody took your baby's dad's life, and now that baby is not gonna have a father. And as much as you love your family, they still took your baby's dad away.
Detectives can't be
They
certain
took
whether
your
the pregnant
nigga
mom in front
away,
of them
bro.
is really in the dark about her family's involvement or if she's trying to protect the only people she has left. Armed with the location data and phone messages, detectives are eager to close the case. On May 19th, 2022, they make a surprise visit to the Chavez residence. While searching for a possible home address, we use Truthfinder to run a...
Cool, and we understand they live here. So if you're one of the people we want to talk to, we'd like to chat with you.
It's not like my mom, I'm their friend.
Oh, okay. It's your mom? Yeah. What's your name, brother?
My name is Gilbert.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Mike.
Who else is in the house? Do you mind if I... Your sister is a...
I'm not laughing. I just wasn't expecting my boy Gilbert to come out like that. You feel me? I hope he wasn't involved though, for real, on some real shit, like, cause that's kind of crazy. I hope he wasn't, but we gonna see.
Elizabeth here too?
Elizabeth, my little sister. You want me to go get her?
Yeah, she knows who I am. Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. Get your hand out of your pocket for me, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. You already know what this is about. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to explain why you told Elizabeth that.
Oh, this is what?
Gilbert, I'm not going to talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to come talk to me over here? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Good. Okay. Is your mom here?
She's showering right now.
Showering right now? Okay. Is Deshaun here?
No.
Jawan?
No.
Anthony?
Damn, she finna get them niggas. Juan. God damn, how many niggas is in there, bro? God damn. First of all, I don't know what my boy Gilbert told them, boy. My boy Gilbert, he came out like a real stepper. He ain't even do nothing for real, though, twin. Y'all looking for the other brother. Y'all ain't looking for him. He ain't even do nothing.
Annalise? No? Okay. You might want to go tell your mom that I would like to talk to her again. I'm going to talk to Gilbert if he's willing to speak with me. But you said she's in the shower, so she might want to start getting ready. Okay? Okay. Thank you.
Hey, she pressing the fuck out there. You realize she being hella passive aggressive right now? She's being passive aggressive. I like this.
And Gilbert, again, I don't want to talk to you right here in front of the door. Do you mind coming even over here?
Let's find out what happened.
And Gilbert, you know you're not in trouble right now, okay? But I do have some questions, and yes,
no, she definitely can't get back there.
Elizabeth and Elizabeth's mom. All right, Gilbert, you want to go in the shade? No? All right. So, Gilbert, tell me what you know. Okay, this is about Elizabeth's boyfriend's death. You know what it's about, so let's not play games today, okay? No, it's my card. It's alright. Okay, I know. Again, Gilbert. I know you know why I'm here.
Yeah, now I do.
Okay.
Come on.
So, tell me what you know.
Like I said, I just moved here.
I'm not gonna play games with you, okay? I know you threatened to take care of Josue.
Yeah.
I was about to start joking. I was gonna be like, yes, ma'am. I ain't gonna lie. But then, see, he threatening niggas, bruh. Threatening niggas still kind of crazy. You feel me? But, hey.
Yeah, but I was getting up here. I couldn't even do nothing.
Okay, so obviously you do know why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. So now that we got that out of the way, you want to discuss, or do you want me to just take it for at face value? I already saw the Facebook, so...
Do whatever. I didn't do. I'll tell you that right now, so you can do whatever I didn't do, so...
Okay, so...
I'm innocent.
Okay, so... Again, in your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're going to send somebody to take care of you.
Yeah, but did I send anybody?
Okay, so, well, who'd you send? Because he died.
I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
I know he died. You guys just told me that.
Well, you know because that's Elizabeth's...
Yeah, but I didn't send nobody.
Baby daddy.
come on. Ain't nobody want to do it. They're all scared.
Facebook messages between Elizabeth Baldonado and
Hello. We finna read the messages? We finna get messy in this bitch. Gilbert. Damn, sis. Congratulations, my nigga. Gotta buckle down. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Gotta buckle down. You ain't just got your life to worry about now. If you need anything, let me know. I'll do my best to help. We broke up, and I know you know that. What he left you, I should can that fool. What's that nigga address? No, Gibby, no. Nah, that's the fucked up little nigga. Better hope I don't see him on the avenue tonight or in the morning, cause going to drop sacks off there tonight. He gonna catch one for sure. No, Gibby, no, please don't, Gibby. I love him, please don't. Yo, this nigga's very slow.
When Gilbert Ortiz Chavez proved that Gilbert and Ruiz would catch one, presumably meaning a bullet, if Gilbert saw him on the evening of March 2nd, 2 days before the shooting.
I shouldn't have drank that beer. Sorry about that, guys.
Good.
My bad.
All right.
Yo, that nigga stomach twisting and turning and burning, boy. Oh my God, he turned.
So, let's start
going
from
through
the
it.
beginning. What did Josue do that upset you for you to make such threats?
I'm gonna say something again about her.
Hit your sister?
He hit your sister?
Okay, how do you know?
Alright, I understand now.
My sister told me.
Okay, so he did hit his sister. Alright, now see, I understand that because being an overprotective big brother, being a big brother in real life, you know what I'm saying, that do happen. Situations could get misinterpreted or miss out of hand, you know what I'm saying? But all things can be resolved by the two parties involved, and I don't feel like if you're in a relationship, by a certain time you should know, don't tell your family everything, because that person will be looked and seen upon as within your family as a different individual than what you like try to portray them as. Also, your family is not quick as you to be forgiving. So that's another thing.
Okay. What did she say?
She said that if I told her and hit her, that's that would tick me off. You know what I'm saying? Anybody gets my girl sister, you know what I'm saying?
Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide. Okay, a homicide in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're gonna take my phone?
Yes. You take your phone, I'm gonna do a warrant on it. If for
all I
any
gotta say is just don't picture, you know what I'm saying, unless you want to see something, but it's all that something.
Well, I won't look at pictures, but I am interested in who you've been talking to, text messages and so on, so I am going to do a warrant on it, okay? Okay, Gilbert. So
Password 1313.
1813?
No, 1313.
1313.
Ooh, this nigga handwriting look like chicken scratch. Ooh. Look, I know bad handwriting when I seen it, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I am one of them ones with bad handwriting. But for a lot of the times, boy, hey, and your boy know how to. I'm a lefty too. I'll be writing that bitch like this Death Note. I'm telling you, boy.
Appreciate that. That makes me feel a little better that you're being forthcoming with that information. Okay, I won't.
We're not trying to get all up in your business about that kind of stuff, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you guys want to see that, you go ahead.
Gilbert, just hear me out, my man. It's obvious that Anna knows a lot more than you think she knows about this, right? So the more hear me out, bro. Hear me out. So the more forthcoming you are, like she said, like giving your password, that's a good start, my man. But if you try to hide things or act like you don't know anything, it's gonna look weird in court later, right? Somebody's gonna question why Gilbert wasn't honest with the cops about things, right? So the more honest you are with us right now, because we're giving you the opportunity, right? Like she said, she could take it at face value and run with it. She's not doing that because she's giving you the chance as a man to step up and say what you got to say, right?
But that's really all I know. I don't really like it.
And No cap, nigga. If I know anything else and I'm on that shit, yes, ma'am. Listen, so what happened was my little brother pulled up on it. But I'm telling you, bro, y'all think if I didn't do anything and y'all niggas trying to get me arrested? I don't give a fuck about that snitching shit. I'm not in the streets either, nigga. I don't care. I'm a civilian. He's right there. That nigga is right there. Come on, but you got me messed up. I ain't gonna lie.
Gilbert may know
Come
more
on, bro.
On, but his claim that
Now,
he
see,
didn't pull the
if this is my
trigger aligns
people.
with messages between him and his sister.
Delete our messages and don't say anything about me saying I was gonna shoot him, okay? It wasn't me, for real. I ain't trying to deal with cops at all.
I know it wasn't Gibby.
I would just hate for Elizabeth's baby to not have somebody to take care of her baby, so.
I love you. I'm going to HSD office.
Can I talk to you really fast?
I have to catch the bus, so, I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
Be safe.
We'll check in with you before we leave if you want to talk to us again, Gilbert.
Hi, Elizabeth. I know you're gonna be quick and all, but so you know why I'm here. Okay, I don't gotta repeat myself.
Watch.
I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to play
But
games.
this is that confirmation number from when I had called, because I called that same evening, and nobody ever came by to look what's
You
called.
didn't report your car.
I did. This is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know what, lady? I'm not trying to mean with you, but this is the confirmation.
Is she really tall or is she just really short? It could be both. I need to stop.
So why did you set up a fight between Angelo, Deshaun, Jawan, and Josue?
No.
Yes, you did.
No. The little boy called over. He called to the house. He was asking for a fight. I was like, wait a minute, you want to do what? I was like, are you serious?
Oh, also, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I don't speak about the dead too much, but I will. What the fuck, nigga? God dang, what you... Just expose my shit, bro. Dang, what if I had some porn right there, bro? Like, my bad. But, like, you could tell the way he was moving, he wasn't the smartest bulb. But, you know how that go, bro.
They want to sit there and do some stupid things. I'm not trying to have stupid things go on between those boys. Those boys need to learn how to get along.
Okay.
Yes, mommy, good as shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so like I said,
So are you gonna write this down?
I already know when you called it in. You never fully followed through.
I did. I waited for them to get here.
Okay, do you have the title to the vehicle?
It's in that vehicle. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, I cannot give you any more information because it was in the vehicle. I didn't even get to register the car or anything.
You've had the car since before January.
Yeah, and I also had to get an alternator for it. You know how much money it takes to just for me to save for just a little bit, a few things?
Okay. So again, you know, I've gathered phones, and based off of everybody's phone, not just Josue's phone, you were gonna set up a fight. You said you didn't, and you didn't want to, but the fight was gonna happen.
He said, well, come over in the morning. I was like, wait a minute. And my son Angelo told me like this. He goes, Mom, goes, I'm not gonna fight him. He goes, I'm not trying to get into a fight. He goes, I have more respect for my sister than that. And that's how that went down.
The text messages police downloaded from Ruiz and Angelo's phones in March 2022 tell a different story.
They didn't show. There was gonna be at least 4 of them too. 8 o'clock, the mom said, and it's 9. Man, her family a bunch of, I swear. Her mom was supposed to bring everyone that was looking for me this morning at 8 to run.
Who the fuck is Michaela? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
On ones, and it's 9:08.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? When I charge someone, you're gonna be charged along because I know you're hiding the truth and I know you're listening to me, and it would suck for Aurora and Elizabeth's baby to not be present, for you not to be present, because I will charge you because I do know you were gonna set up that fight that day. The end.
Young lady, I did not set no fight up. You're wrong. And I promise to God, I'm not at all wrong.
Your daughter's phone. Goodbye.
I felt something good in my chest just now. I need to stop,
I'm not
bro.
sure. Her demeanor was pretty calm.
Let's try.
Yeah, She just said it was the,
Bless you.
know, the three of them, it sounds like. So mom's taken off, so just Gilbert and her. The other guy, I don't know about the other guy. Oh, I didn't see the white guy. They only said she's coming back. She's coming back.
Oh, the young kid? He said he was a friend. He's at his friend's house.
Yeah, they ain't trying to get involved, bro.
Thank you.
She was knocking on the window.
Yeah.
I don't want you out here anymore. Y'all can just stay in the house. I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm going to let you just stay up this one. Okay. Have a good day, ma'am. Can I talk to you? Yeah. Further away? Just don't want to be standing by windows. Is that okay? Yeah.
And there's shade over here.
How you been, Elizabeth? Are you still pregnant? Yeah. How far along are you? Well, from my menstrual cycle, she said 14 weeks and 7 days. And the ultrasound lady said 15 weeks and a day when I went, which was yesterday. I had
15 weeks along? 15 weeks? She don't look like it though. When do like the little like maybe the bump is there. I don't know how I don't see the bump.
my appointment on
Never mind, I
Tuesday.
see it.
So 2 days ago?
Yeah, so I'm anywhere between 14 and 15. Yeah.
It's exciting.
How you been feeling? Tired. Tired. Every day. I don't want to get up.
Very little.
Are you gonna keep the baby? Yeah. So Elizabeth, you know, I don't know if you want to move further away so that nobody hears. But here's the thing, okay? We talked last time, and I know you were very upset, and I can't imagine what you're going through because you're kind of put in between. But I already know you know what happened. Oh, I don't know what happened at all. All I know is that when his grandpa got back, he told me that Jay was dead. It was the worst. Just thinking about that, just wondering.
Damn, I'm trying. I'm getting more into the case now since it's getting more to the like, not the climax, but really the ending. Bro, if you see her demeanor, bro, it's just like now she's not even sad or mad. It seemed like she coming to terms with the fact of everything that happened. Like her family really did that shit, bro, and it's hurting her. And it's hurting her to admit it and to see it, bro. It's just like she never really wanted this. Like you could tell, bro. And now since she's bringing in a child into the world, bro, it's a completely different thing. Like it just got multiplied 10 times over, bro. Like it's
in
tough.
my car, he would have done it, which drives me nuts. I already know who did it. Actually, I don't even have to say anything, okay? I would just hate, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, still believe that you weren't involved. But I would just hate to find out that you were involved, and then where does that baby go? Because he no longer has a dad. And at this point, with your mom's behavior, with your brother's behavior, I don't want all of you to end up in jail, and then where does this baby go?
Is she involved, bro?
I've already told you I don't know. And they don't talk about they don't talk about it because it gets me in a mood, like sad. You know what makes me believe that you weren't involved? That you're the one who told me that they were planning the fight that day and that your brother and his friends didn't show up. You're the one who told me that Gilbert had threatened Josue, right?
That is true. And I ain't gonna lie, if you not involved, you wouldn't have said anything about those kind of like things or whatever. Like you wouldn't.
But my brother Gibby wouldn't have done anything because.
Okay, hold on. Hear me out, okay? So that's why I have no reason to believe you were involved. However, being that you've been living here makes me believe that you already know. There's no way you living here and you don't know what happened. There's no way.
I don't. I really don't.
You're not gonna change my mind because, I mean, is it weird that she lives here and she knows nothing?
Elizabeth, you have to think about. Can I talk to you for a sec, Elizabeth?
What?
So
Say something else.
I know we're not trying to upset you any more than you already are or anything like that. But you have to think about how when this case goes to court, one, when people get arrested for things like this, they don't care whose family, friends, or whoever else they can or will throw under the bus to try to get themselves a better deal. One. Two, when this goes to court and a jury of 12 random people are hearing about this and they hear that you're back over here, don't worry about what I think about it. Don't worry about what Anna thinks about it. Think about what those 12 people are going to think about it. Right?
A month later, on June 15th, detectives returned to the Chavez home with a warrant to conduct a search. Angelo Baldonado, Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez, and another family member waited at a public park. After the search, police have enough evidence to make an arrest. 16-year-old Angelo Baldonado was taken into police custody on June 15, 2022 for Josue Ruiz's murder, more than 3 months after Ruiz was shot and his body was left in a downtown alleyway.
Is my mom going to be here somewhere?
Is your mom gonna be here? Was she driving down here?
No, she was talking to one of the people that was there at the house.
Oh, at the house?
Yes.
I was at the office, sorry, I was no longer at the house. Do you know who she was talking to?
No, what happened was went home and I went to get my mom so she could come back home. And then I was getting arrested for a warrant. I don't even know what the warrant's for, so then my mom started talking to him. She said she was going to be down here, like she was going to have one on the table or something like that, so.
Okay.
She should be coming here.
So she should be coming. Angelo, because you are a minor, I am gonna read you your rights, and we're
That's why I want my mom here. That's me. Like, I didn't get questions or something. If I wasn't like going to talk to my mom about it.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
Chavez may be able to delay her son's interrogation, but she can't stop the arrest. Despite months of denying the gun was ever in his hands, Angelo Baldonado is charged with an open count of murder. He is booked at the Bernalillo County Juvenile Detention Center and the only family member officially tied to the crime. In a jail call from July 2022, Chavez asks her son not to take a plea deal, but he doesn't want to talk about that on the phone. In multiple conversations with his mother over the summer months, Angelo is worried about his family, primarily his girlfriend and young daughter. He says he regrets his involvement and writes letters to his daughter apologizing for the choices he's made. In one call, Angelo absolves himself of the murder entirely. He tells his sister to remember that regardless of what she's heard, he didn't do it. Investigators are still suspicious of Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez's involvement, so they listen closely to a jail call from August 2022. This time, Angelo and his mom aren't as careful as they normally are about what they say to each other. The following phone call is a reenactment, but uses wording from the original transcript.
My phone is in the location, Mom. Very simple as that. No matter what the I try, they're gonna keep me in here for at least 5 years or something.
You don't understand that. Your mother is trying.
Then you are not understanding the system.
I do understand the system.
Well, clearly you don't.
How hard is it?
Mom, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to sound rude to you or anything. It's just that it's simple. Real simple.
It's not really simple when you're disrespected, and your mother was just trying to fend for her life.
I don't believe... Yeah. Mom, the more... If anything you say doesn't really add up to actually make sense of what you told me, it's just gonna add time. Not even you. To me, literally, do you not understand that?
Yeah, I understand what you're telling me.
Then, in another conversation, Chavez says something that shocks investigators and ultimately helps build the case against her.
I'm trying to figure out who I can talk to in regards to particular things. Because you are a lot younger than I am, baby. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with Gibby? How come he looks so down?
because he's sad, baby. He's heartbroken that you're inside there. He's so freaking sad that you're in there. He even snapped at me, and he was just mad. He said, why the is my little brother even in there, Mom? If he didn't do it, why he is in there? Because your mom up. That's what I told him. I go, because I'm stupid. I go, period. That's what I told him.
Chavez was right. Her oldest son, Gilbert, was mad. He was so mad that his brother Angelo was charged that he finally told someone the real story, the truth investigators had been waiting for. On May 2nd, 2023, over a year after Josue Ruiz's murder, Gilbert Ortiz Chavez blew the case wide open.
Can we see at least
Why is your brother locked up?
Because my mom and him went to go fight my sister's baby daddy because he beats her. And when he got there, my sister's baby daddy tried to pull out a gun, but he got hit before he could even pull out his gun. But they put the murder on my brother.
That's real up. Why'd they put it on your brother?
Supposedly witnesses were there and said it was him. And they said he also got video and it looks like him in the video. But you can't see. All you see is a big ass group and then everyone scatters.
What the? Your mom didn't tell nobody it wasn't him?
Nope.
So your mom did it and let your brother go down?
Yep.
A forensic analyst working on the case obtained the messages, and it was all over for Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez. Though no documents confirm Ruiz ever had a gun with him that day, the rest of the story was corroborated by Angelo Baldonado, who on March 25th, 2023, finally decided he would not go down alone for his mother's crime. Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez was charged with murder on May 5th, 2023. She pleaded guilty and now faces up to 18 years in prison. If she receives the maximum sentence, she will be 68 years old when she's released. A sentencing date has not yet been set. Angelo Baldonado was serving his 4-year sentence in the Bernalillo County Juvenile Detention Center. He will be 21.
So you telling me whole time little bro didn't even do nothing, had nothing to do with it? It was mom. Ooh. Wow. Okay. You let your baby go down with that murder that you committed, and everything could have just been avoided if, I ain't gonna lie, if everybody grew up, right? If that nigga wasn't putting hands on your daughter as well. Like I said, the nigga obviously wasn't that smart. I already said that from the jump. If you putting your hands on her, come on, bro, you gotta be better than that, gang. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was self-defense, you should have said that shit from the jump, and maybe shit wouldn't have gone so bad. You feel me? Maybe he would have been alive. Maybe if you didn't go down that fucking alleyway with bad intentions, because it seemed like it was just you in the car. Shit's crazy, bro.
Need you to come my way. I'm going out my mind. Dirty MG, they blew. How many at one time? But you said gotta be true. You was all on my mind. Wherever I go, they go. Too many at one time.